everyone is capable of being secretive. Everyone can have information that they perhaps wouldn't like somebody else to know that doesn't negatively impact the other person or doesn't stop the other person in any way, shape or form. When it comes to narcissistic individuals, they can be some of the most secretive people that you could ever meet, because they want to have that sense of superiority. They want to have that sense of power and control. They want to be in charge of any given situation. And it can be highly frustrating to be around them because they provoke that intrigue and that curiosity within you, yet you get nowhere with them. You never get that straightforward answer from them, because when it comes to narcissistic individuals and them keeping secrets from you, they can be very reluctant to share some of the most basic information to you. So they can be nipping out somewhere and they can just say to you, oh, I'm just off to run an errand, I'll be back in 2 minutes. And you can be like, oh, where are you going? Just a simple question, where a normal person would just say, oh, I'm just nipping across to see the neighbour, they want the help with the bike. Oh, I'm just nipping around to the shop. Oh, I just need to do this in the car. Just a simple answer. They don't answer. And then they reappear 2 or 3 or 4 hours later. You can be worried sick, you can be just wondering where on earth they've been, and you can ask them and they can just say, I said I was just going to run an errand. What's your problem? Why are you making a big deal out of this? Why are you overreacting? So they flip it straight onto you rather than actually just saying where they were. Now, they can potentially at times be doing something quite innocent and just going to see a friend and there's nothing untoward going off. However, they prefer not to tell you because they believe that they're the one in control of the situation, and they also enjoy winding you up, especially if they don't believe you're paying them the attention that they deserve. So they think, I know what I'll do. I'll disappear for an hour or 2. That'll get them worried about me. That'll show that they care about me. And then they disappear and refuse to answer a simple question, which is another sign of their secretive behaviour, the refusal to answer some of the most simplest of questions. We're all able to run late, and with modern technology, as long as the internet's not down or the data's not down, we can usually ring someone and say, hey, I'm running a bit late, not be long. With a narcissistic individual, they'll fail to let you know. It could be half an hour after they said they'd be there. They can fail to answer their phone. They can sit there and see that it's ringing, see that you're chasing them, see that you're messaging them, but they don't answer the phone. You can get in touch with the friend they said they were with or the family member, to which the narcissist can use that and claim that you're the one that's just obsessed with them. You don't want them going out and seeing other people, or because they decide to turn up later than expected and fail to let you know. And then when they walk through the door and they, again, might not have done anything untoward, you just ask them, why are you so late? If you ask them in an angry manner, they're usually a lot calmer because they know they've got that reaction from you. So they can say, what's your problem? I never said a time that I was going to be home. They twist it straight back onto you. If you ask them in a calm manner and just say, oh, you're later than expected, have you had a nice time? They can then usually go out to provoke a bigger reaction from you because you're too calm in the situation. You weren't worried, especially if you weren't phoning and chasing them because you've given up that game because you know there's no point. They lie about the small stuff, such as I'm running an errand, and then fail to let you know what errand they are running. Things that don't actually need to be lied about. They're extremely obsessive and secretive about their phones. Their phones are always on them. Their phones are locked down. You are not allowed the passcode. You are not allowed to borrow it, even for a second, even if they are sat right next to you, unless they've managed to clear everything off first. Now, people can have sensitive data on their phone. However, they still usually allow a trusted person to borrow it to ring somebody or to message somebody. With a narcissist, there's going to be no preview message. It's going to be placed face down. And with some, they can have a second phone. They can be extremely defensive about their wrongdoings, about their behaviour. If you question them on anything, if you're not angry, if you're not frustrated, if you're calm, they can become very defensive because they're not getting the reaction they require from you. So they're going to look to wind you up. They're going to accuse you of having trust issues or being jealous. They're looking to get you to defend yourself to them. They're going to take you around the houses and avoid answering that simple question. They can simply go all out to accuse you of being jealous, being insecure, of having trust issues. They're going to go all out with those unjust accusations. They can fire at you. Well, what about last week when you were 5 minutes late? What were you really doing then? And you can be like, no, I phoned you up and said, oh, I'm stuck in this bit of traffic. I'll be 5 minutes late. Well, I'm on my way. Yes, but can I really believe you? Where were you really? What were you really up to? So then you find yourself being extremely defensive and wondering if you're the issue, even though you never actually did anything. Narcissistic individuals lack the transparency in communication. They hide details, they omit things, they omit key information out of what they are telling you. They use vague language. So they can claim that they are working late, but they don't let you know who they're working late with, or the working late is a late dinner party with somebody different. So they will quite happily leave out key bits of information. They'll feed you a little bit of information, but not everything. They will lie, they will withhold information, they will exaggerate the truth, they will come on strong with those half-truths, anything yet be honest and sincere and open. And it's always wise to avoid dishonest, insincere, closed off, closed-minded people, because if they're not willing to openly and willingly communicate with you, they're going to make you look like the problem as you constantly try to battle, as you constantly butt heads with them to try and get some of the most simplest answers from them that they're just simply not interested in giving you. Life's too short to be around somebody who enjoys seeing you in pain, who enjoys seeing you confused and wondering and chasing after them. There's plenty of decent people out there that will quite happily just answer some of the most simplest of questions and not be hell-bent on keeping secrets from you. If anyone has any signs of the narcissist's secretive behaviour that they notice, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support of the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to or have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsor, the link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, a Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries. The links for those will be in the description also. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.